So after enterprise structure and controlling posting period, we'll go for the vendor master data, right? So next one is called as vendor master, or it is called as the supplier master. Supplier master, or it is also called as the business partner. Okay. So what is vendor master? What is otherwise supplier master or a business partner? So from whom our company purchasing anything that may be material or services are called as the supplier master, right? So that means from anywhere, right? That may be from a company we are purchasing something, right? That may be from a individual person we are purchasing something, right? So that means that individual person or that company will be a supplier for our company. Got it? So let example in our company we need the computer, right? For the, all the departments, right? So what are the scope from whom we are going to purchase the material? It may be from the Reliance Digital, it may be the direct Lenovo, Kirin direct like AHP, right? So those will be a supplier for our company, right? But here, so it is called as the master data. What is the master data, right? So before going for the vendor master, we'll go for the data first. So data means what? Information, right? So whatever the information or whatever the documents we are using for our transactions in SAP, right? Those are called as the data. So basically in SAP there will be three type of data. First type of data is called as the configurational data. Configurational data. Second one is called as the master data. Third one is called as the transactional data. Configurational data means what? Whatever the configuration we are doing in the SPRO screen, right? Those are called as the configurational data. Like enterprise structure, we have created controlling, right? And here also in vendor master, we will do some configuration in our SPRO screen as a developer, right? So those are called as the configurational data. So master data, what are the master data? Master data are those data which will store for a long period of time are called as the master data, right? So basically this data will be altered for a long period of time, right? So these are called as the master data, right? So what are the master data existing in SAP? So like material master, supplier master, info record or purchase info record, purchase info record or information record, then source list. So these are the four master data which will use in SAP right? So similarly, if you go for the SG, they have some different like a master data, right? They have the customer master data, right? If you go for the FI team, then they have the like a general ledger master, right? Cost center master. There will be different, right? So these are the master data. Master data are those data which will store for a long period of time and which will be accessed by the different department as well, right? As per the requirement of our different department, they will access the data. Then come to the transactional data. So transactional data will often by different transactions, right? Example like purchase order, purchase requisition, good receipt, right? So these are the different transactions, and those data which will often by using the master data. So by using master data, we'll do some like transactions, business transaction, and from the business transaction, we'll get some result. So those data are called as the transactional data. Got it? Yes. So today we'll go for the supplier master, supplier master data. So basically, this will be the changes which will occur in the like SAP ECC and S4 HANA, right? We'll see in the both system how to create the supplier master or a vendor master. It is called as supplier master or a vendor master. If we'll go for the ECC first, right? In ECC, there is a T code called as the XK01 to create the vendor master. To create vendor master data, there is a T code called as the XK01. So, what is the create of vendor master data? So, let example, I have said like our company is going to purchase some material from the Reliance Digital. Reliance Digital will be a vendor for us, right? So, in the master data, what we have to maintain in our system, right? If you will create like the details of the vendor in our system, we have to use the T code XK01, where we have to maintain what is the address of the vendor, what is the currency, in which currency we are going to pay, what is the contact person name, right? What will be the like integration between MM and FI, because when you purchase any material from a supplier, right, at the end we have to pay to the vendor, right? So there will be some finance team also involved over there, right? So there will be a call as the reconcile account number. When you will purchase the amount, the account will credit or debit, that will be going through the reconcile account, right? So those part we will maintain in the XK01 T code, right? So this is the T code where we will create in ECC. If you will go for the HANA, in HANA system, XK0 T code will not work, right? So here, if you want to create the supplier master, here it is called as the supplier. Here it is called as the vendor master. Here it is called as the supplier master. You have to go for the T code BP. Okay. But yes, before going for create the XK01 and business partner, right? What are the prerequisites are required? We'll go for that, right? Let me log in the system first. So let example, where we are using the supplier. Let example, we will go for a purchase order, maybe 21N, right? So here we are using the supplier master, right? So here we have to mention from whom we are going to purchase the material, right? So if you go for here supplier master, so this way you can search what are the supplier existing in your system. Let example, my company code, there is a old company code called as the GPIT. Let example, APL shorts here. So these are the suppliers which are existing, right? There is a supplier called as the Rakesh supplier, right? So this supplier is existing. This is the supplier number, right? So if I will open this one, this is a supplier, right? There is T code BP. This is the HANA system, right? So if I'll go for this one, so I'll search my supplier. So this is the supplier which is exists. So in a supplier, what I have mentioned, this is the supplier code. That means we have to generate a code, right? So and here there is a the description of the supplier, right? And it is the name of the supplier. So if I'll double click here, so this is the supplier details, right? So what are the thing you here mentioned? Here it is mentioned as a business partner. So this is the business partner number, right? Then this is called like the business partner role. Role means what? When we are going to create a supplier or a customer, both are called as the business partner. Customer and so like a supplier, both are called as the business partner. And in SAP, every business partner having some roles have been defined, right? So here these are the some roles when we create like a FLBN00, where we can maintain the like a accounting data of the supplier, right? FLBN01, where we have to mention the purchasing data of the supplier, right? And here 00 like 40, right? So this is the general data of the supplier. So in general data, what are the data mentioned here? Like company, like supplier details, name and title, then source term, what is the communication language, right? What is the address of the supplier? So these are the data which is mentioned, right? So we'll go to the like business partner. After that, first we'll go for the ECC system, how to create a business partner, then a supplier, then we'll go for the ECC HANA. If you want, you can directly go for the HANA access also. I just show you the system how it works, right? So in EC system also, you are going to do the purchase order with the same T code MI21N. It will be same supplier is vendor master, right? But here, if you want to create a supply master, there is a T code called as the XK01. If I go for XK01, XK01 is the T code to create the supply master, right? Or vendor master. So here, what are the data we have to give to create a vendor master? First, you have to give the company code, which already we have created, right? So, let example, in this system, I have a company code called as the GPIT, right? I just put the company code. Then you have to put the purchase organization. Already we have created in the like enterprise structure, right? So here I just give the purchase organization, let us GPI one. Here there is a option called as you have to give the account group. What is the account group? We have not created till time, right? So during supply master, what we have to create first? Company code, purchase organization already we have created. For the vendor master data, you have to create the account group. Got it? Yes. So account group, after account group, we have to create a number range as well, because as per that number range the number or the code of the vendor will generate, right? What is the account group? So here we will segregate the vendor into different groups. Example, let example, we have some vendors from the India, right? So we can call them the domestic vendor. These are called the domestic vendor group, right? Similarly, there will be the foreign vendor group, there may be the raw material vendor group, there may be the like one time vendor. One time vendor means one, if we are going to purchase the material for the only single attempt or single time, right? Those are called as the one time vendor, right? So this way you have to like segregate the vendor into different account group, right? So as per that account group the vendor number will generate. Clear? Yes. So let example, I will take any account group from here. I'm just taking here randomly. So I think there is a account group GPT, right? Enter. So now you have to give the vendor details. The vendor may be a company or company code. See, in the real time, to create the vendor master or metal master, there will be a separate team. They will create the vendor master or metal master as per their requirement, right? But during we are practicing, we will create like the vendor master or metal master as per our requirement, right? Because here many fields are existing, right? We don't know okay, like what are the fields we have to enter right now, but yes, we have to enter the required or necessary field for us, right? So here title, the vendor may be a company, that may be an individual person. Then give the vendor name, right? So let example, this is Reliance Digital. Got it? So then search term. So what you will search so that you will get the vendor details. Let example, I will just search the Reliance so that I will get the vendor details. Right. So then address of the like vendor. Let example, land number is this one, house number is this one. This is code is 6567778, and the city is let example Delhi, and the country is India. Region means state. So here you will find the 30 for the Delhi. If you go for the Odisha, this is 18. Here you will find different place, right? So 30. Then post box address similarly you can put, right? Communication language is English. You can put the all it is a mobile number, right? Right. If you want to put the mail ID, right? You can put the mail ID and all. So you can put this much data. Then click enter, right? So here, right, in the tax category, we don't need to put right now, right, because the tax details and all will given by the like a finance team, right? So this is the vendor details, right? What is the vendor VAT number? What is the vendor tax number and all? These are the thing you have to collect from the vendor details, right? And you have to put here, right? Then click enter. Then account numbers, right? The vendor may have different account number. You have to keep the account number, account holder name and all. So these are the data you can put. So then click enter. So here contact person name. So we are not connected to the vendor owner directly, right? We have some like contact person with whom our company will deal, right? So you can put their name and the details over here. So then click enter. So then put the here accounting information as I said. You have to give the reconcile account number. What is the reconcile account number? Reconcile account number is a general ledger account which will create the bridge between the and FI, right? So basically, when you will do that some transaction that will be done through the reconcile account number, financial transaction, right? So here you have to give the reconcile account number, this one 160000. So in a real time what you have to put, it will be given by the FI team. The FI team will create the reconcile account number, they will give you the reconcile account number here, right? So then cash management group, here you can give the A1 as the domestic payment, right? So here see many fields are here, right? But we are giving just two field. Why? Because these are the mandatory field, right? If I skip this one, the system will never allow me to enter go ahead, right? This is the mandatory field, so that's why I am just putting here, right? So in our configuration part we will learn how to make a field optional and how to make field uh, compulsory, right? Mandatory field. So here this field is mandatory, right? We'll learn how to make it mandatory, how to make it optional. We'll learn those part, right? But yes, here there are many fields that exist. If you want to know why this field is meant for, so how you can know? There is a F1 help. Otherwise, you can go for the uh, function control function control. It is if you go for the control function F1, so you'll get the details of that field. Here you will get the technical information of the field and all, right? So you will get that. Getting?
Yes, sir.
So now just click enter. So in this screen, you don't need to put anything now. So click enter, enter. So this is the purchasing data. So this field is more important because this is the purchasing data for the vendor master. So since as a consultant, we will work in the purchasing information, right? So this information is important for us, right? So you have to put the order currency, in which currency we are going to pay to the vendor. So let example, it is a Indian vendor, so I will put in INR, right? Terms of payment. What will be the terms of payment? So there will be immediately, or there may be after 14 days there will be 3% discount and all. Whatever the thing you have to put here, right? Then inco terms means what? The price of a material is of two type, right? One is the price of the material, that is the cost of the material. Second one is called as the freight charges of the material, right? The material having two price, one is cost of the material, second one is the freight charges. Cost means what will be the exact price of the material. Freight charges means what? There may be the transportation expenses, there may be the toll gate charges, right? There may be the labor charges, so that will be added to the material, right? So here I can take as the CFR. These are the optional field. If you want to take, you can take here the CFR. Right. Similarly, here there will be a minimum order value. Right. How much order you need to be give in a attempt. Right. Because if you will order minimum quantity, then the system will not allow you, right? So here there are many fields. What is the GR based IB? What is the auto evaluation process, right? So these are why these fields are you working for, right? We'll learn in future, right? What are the field meant for? So in current time, I just put this one, then click enter, enter, just click on save. So now the vendor number is created in ACC system. Got it? So how the vendor number is created? So because the number range is associated with the account group. Got it? So we'll see how to create the account group in ACC system first. Right? So in ACC system, if you want to create the account group, you have to go for the SPRO, then SAP reference IMG, then you have to go for the financial accounting, then you have to go for the account receivable and payable. ठीक है
Yes, sir.
account payable. Then here you have to create the vendor master, right? So this will be the path to create the vendor master account group. You will go for the SPRO screen, go for the SAP reference IMG, then you have to go for the financial accounting, then financial accounting, receivable and payable. Then here you will find the vendor master, vendor accounts. Then master data. In master data, you have to go for the preparation for creating vendor master data. So you have to go for this one. Then you have to go for the define account groups with screen layout. So click on execute. So if you go for the new entry, so here you can define your own account group, right? How to define the account group? Let example, I will give a name as LXT. Let example, right? I will keep the description as this is the lock me domestic vendor group, right? You just put this one, then click on save, right? So if you want to make any field in, I will show you future, right? This is the account group we are creating,
Yes, sir.
right? So then we have to create the number range. How to create the number range? Here, create number ranges for the account groups, right? So let us go for the execution. So here you will find three intervals, right? This is for the like it to display, this is for the change, and this is for the NR status. If you go for the change, right, these are the numbers range already existing in our system, right? Already I have told you like what is the number range, right? Range means 1 to 100, right? Ski 1000 to, there will be a from number and to number, right? So these are the numbers. Let example, we want to create a number range. So how you will create? So first you should ensure whatever the number range you are going to create, that should not present over here. If it is existing, then the system will throw a message the number is overlap. Got it? So in the practice system there are many numbers that are existing, but in the real time there will be no such number, and so you can create like open number, that will be the open number, right? So here what I will do, I just create a number range. For example, this is a number,
Yes,
is starting with this one and ending with this. It is a big number, right? Big range, right? But here it is status showing that it is 4, right? So what that mean, the person who have created this number range, right, by using this number range he have created only 4 vendor, because when he have created first vendor the number may be this one, the next one will be
one.
1 2 3 4, there will be 5 vendor he have already created, right? So what I will do, I don't know ki what are the numbers already like if vacant for me. So what I will do, I just change here, I will do some modification over here, right? How I will do the modification, just copy this one and put here, right? He have created up to 4, right? What I will do, I will give him up to 100, that means up to 100. I'll just give him 100. Up to 100 he will create the supplier, got it?
Yes, sir.
And I will create from this one. First copy this one, then click on save. It is done. If I'm not able to understood, then we'll create the number range again, right? You will understood, it is fine, save. So click here, right, for the new item, right? I have already copied the existing one, I have given him up to 100,
One.
right? So what I will do, I will start from my number
101.
from 100 to 1. Okay, otherwise I can take from the 200 as well, other better 101, right? And I will take up to, let example, this I will take, right? So then here you have to give a identification number for this number range. Let us L1, I will give the description for that, right? So select the line item, then click on save, right? So number L1 have been created, right?
Yes.
So now what you have to do, just go back. So here go for the assign number ranges for the vendor accounts, right? Click on execute. So go for the position, search your account group. Our account group was LXD. So here put here L1, whatever the number range you have created, right? Done.
Yes, sir.
So it is fine. So now we'll check the test case. If we go for XK01 to create a vendor master, right? So here I will take our account group, right? So LXD is our account group. Got it? Yes. So one thing you have to mind, right? Keep in your mind, the account group is not associated with any company code or purchase organization. It is the individual thing, right? But when you will create the vendor master, at the time you have to mention in which company and in which account group you are creating that vendor master. Got it? So click enter now. Fine. Right? Let example it is the company, and I can give a Reliance Digital usually in that group also. Right? I just give the mandatory fields, right? And reason is greater than 30. I just give the mandatory. Put the reconcile account number, this one, and this one. Enter. Order currency is INR. See, the number is generated as 101. Got it? So now we'll learn how to make a field mandatory and optional. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll click here. Here one field is mandatory, right? But this field is optional. This field is optional, right? So here there will be a term, search term 2 also. That is in height, right? How to make a field mandatory and optional and height. So those are controlled from here in the account group. If you go for here, define account groups with screen layout. Go for this one. Position, search your account group. Our account group is LXT. So double click here. So these are thing here, general data. Here we will go for the address. Here see, some fields are optional, some fields are required, some are display. Here see, name to. Here if I'll go for the search term is optional now, right? Optional. I'll make it mandatory, right? You'll see that mandatory it will be, right? Name to, there is a option, I will make it, let example surprise, and it will not show, right? Name 3 4 also will not visible, right? Postal code I will make it required, right? Street number I will suppress, right? Region I will make it mandatory, right? So see, we'll check how it will happen. So now go for the xk01, right? So this is your group, click enter, see. Yes. Got it? So these are the work of the consultant. How to create the number range, right? How to make film optional. You have to discuss with the client what they are looking for. Then accordingly you have to make some changes. Yes. Got it? And the creation of the supplier master is not your work. You will not create like the supplier. XK01 or BP, right? So that will be the work of the users only. So as a consultant, what you have to do, you have to define the account group, number ranges, and what are the fields you have to change. And let example, you have to do the some customization as well. Customization means what? So there is, these are the standard fields which are existing in the SAP, right? So let example, there will be a client, there will be the company who is telling I need another field over here, right? Where we have to maintain the different name or a different thing over here, right? So that is not available in the standard SAP. You have to customize that, and you will not do that. What you have to do, you have to write the FS. There is a word, functional specification, right? We learn in our project classes, right? So you have to write down the FS by using different tables, and you have to give those things to the above consultant, and the above consultant will define the field. Got it? So this will be the real time scenario. So this is the EC system. Now we'll go for the HANA system, right? So in ECC also you can create the business pattern by the T code BP, right? But here it is the optional thing, right? In ECC system, XK01 was working, right? So that's why BP T code was optional. If you want to create the transaction through the BP T code in ECC also, you can do that, right? But in HANA system, if you go for the HANA access, if you go for the in a HANA access, if you go for the XK01 T code, it will not work. It will redirect to the, see, redirect to the BP as the transaction XK01 is obsolete. Got it? Yes. So either If you click your XK01, it will redirect to the BPT code. So here what you have to do, you just click here the organization, then click on continue. Then here you will create your business partner. Get it? Otherwise you can go for the T code BP. So here you have to define your business partner. How to define? First you have to click on the organization, right? So then here first you have to define your role, right? In which role you want to create. This is the general that I had said, right? Then if you have to create in the like AC system, what we have created? Like in we have created a vendor master in purchasing organization and company code. Right, company code, purchasing organization and account group. In the similar manner here you have to create the business partner in company code level as well as in the purchase organization level. If you have not created the vendor master in the company code or purchase organization level, you cannot purchase any material from that vendor. SAP will not allow, right? So let example we want to create a vendor master. So either first you can go with the general data, otherwise you can directly go for the FLVN01 role or FLVN00 role. This is the accounting data, right? So click on a create option, right? So here also you have to give the like a title of the like vendor. So this is let example Reliance Digital, right? So here what you have to give, you have to give the business partner grouping, right? So create the business partner. What are the things you have to give? First you have to business partner role. Second is business partner grouping, then business partner number range, right? So these are the three things first you have to give. Let example I've just taken the randomly thing. I'm just taking here this one. Go break in. Click on organization GPI1. Title is this one. This is for the Reliance Digital. Then language skill at example I will keep as English. Give it the country is India. Region is let example 18. This is for the Bhubaneswar. Postal code is 765678. This is for L09. This one. Then click enter. Right. It is fine. Right. This is the general data we have created. Right. General data created. Right. So just click on check. Document is fine. Right. You just click on save. No transfer of interval of this one is existing. So there is some number in this issue, so that's why not created, right? Okay. I just want to show FLBN00 also. Then click on create. Title is this one. I will check. India. Fine. Language is English. Right. It is fine. Click on check. Though it is error free, right? So then if you go for the company code data, so here you have to give the company code. Let's say company code is GPID. So see, so when you will create the supply master in HANA system, there will be two number will generate. One is called as the business partner number. Second one is called as the supply number. which we will use, will use the supplier master number, right? So business partner number will not never, like will not use, right? So we will use the supplier master, right? So that means what we have to do, how this number will generate then, right? If business partner number will generate as per the business partner grouping, right? But how the supplier master number will be created, that will be on the basis of supplier grouping, right? So click enter, put here the reconcile account number similar way, that is fine. So click on check, business is error free. So now just click on save. See, there is two number is generated. One is business partner number. Second one is called as the supplier number. So this is the supplier number which will use in the, like what will use in the purchase order and all during the transactions, right? So what we have to do, we can do one thing also, we can make the supply number and business partner number same as well. There will be a configuration where we can generate the same number, but yes, these are two different number range, right? As per the supplier number range, the supplier number is created, right? As per the business partner grouping number, so business partner number is generated. How it will happen, we'll learn in the like classes, right? So you should keep patience, keep what we are doing right now, right? Just go through that. It is fine, the supplier is created in the company code data, right? So now what you have to do, just click on make it change, then make it FLBN01, right? Then we have to create the same supplier in the purchase organization data and put here the purchase organization is, let example, GPIT, right? So put here the order currency, terms of payment, let example, right? Then click on check, right? It is fine. So now save. So that means this supplier is created in our company code and like where we have created in the like purchase organization, right? So to create the business partner, what are the thing we have to define as a consultant, right? So first we'll have BP grouping, BP number ranges, right? With that we have to define the supplier account group, right? Then supplier number range, some supply number range. We have created two number range, two account group. After that, what you have to do? You have to do the CVI. You have to do the customer vendor integration. Integration on the basis of which the number will generate, right? So these are the configuration we have to do, right? So first we will do this part, like it will be same, see this one, this will be same as like ECC. Yes. Right, the path will be same like ECC, right? Supplier account group, like you have to go for the SPRO, you just follow the step what we are what I am telling, right? So accordingly you can it will be feel easy to create, right? First we have to create the supplier account group, supplier number range, then BP grouping, BP number range, then we'll do the customer vendor integration, right? So integration why we'll do, because as per the this BP grouping, this like supply grouping is associated, so that the number will create automatically. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, then you have to go for the account, financial accounting, then account receivable, loan and payable. Okay, so this path you have to create the supplier account group. So go for the SPRO screen, SAP reference IMG. Okay, so then go for the financial accounting, then financial accounting, accounts receivable, account payable. Here supplier accounts, there was the vendor accounts, here supplier accounts, right? So supplier accounts, master data, Then preparation of creating supplier master data, it is fine. So define account groups with screen layout vendors, right? Click on execute. So here we will define our account group. So new entry. So let us assume LAXD, right? So this is for the Lakme domestic vendor group. Then click enter, right? Then click on save. Got it? Yes. Right. Similarly, if you want to make data like a change and all, here you can change, right? If you go for the general data and address data, supplier master data will be like making surprise or record and all, same path, right? Account grouping done. Yes. So this is the one account group. Ladies and gentlemen, I will create another vendor grouping called as the LAXF. This is for the Lakme foreign vendor group. Got it? Enter. Enter. Click on save. Save. Done. Yes. So now go back. We have created two account group. One is for the domestic, another one is for the foreign vendor group. Jeez, Rakesh Gopal is. आइए हाँ जी जी सर हेलो ओके ओके ठीक है मैं करता हूँ ये क्लास में हूँ जी जी मैं करता हूँ got it so it is done so then after what you have to do you have to go for the number range right once account group is created then we'll go for the create number range where you have to create the number range right here we have created the vendor account groups here you have to create the create number ranges for the vendor accounts right so click on execute so if you go for the interval middle one so these are the numbers already exist so see many numbers are existing here so it is difficult to find out which number we have to take right so I just find out what are the numbers is are not used till time if you want to go to take any random number it started with 8 it started with 7 let him I will go for this one I will create any random number even this is a number I just start the system and I will end with right we'll check whether it is we can take or not and this is the number L1 right select the line item then click on save Follow. The interval L1 overlap with the interval 07 there is a 07 number range which is the same it is a it is starting from the 5110 up to this one right so what I will do I will make this change this is the 07 right so I just make it started with this one and with this I'll take him up to low up to 500 okay so I will check whether it can be possible or not yes so we have created the number range as L1 right where is our number range this is our number yes right otherwise whatever the thing I have used in the previous time right I can do in that way as well right so how we can do in the other way see ladies and gentlemen this is a number which is exist like this right I will make some changes over here right I will make him I will give him up to I will give up to this one to him right and I will take from this done yes. One is called as the internal number, another called as the external number. Internal means the number will generate automatically. External means you have to give the manually, right? Where we will use the external number, we will see in the future, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I will create another number. I will go for the another number. So it will start with 101 and will end with 200. So, and this is called as the L2. Got it? Yes. So then click on save. Data saved, right? So now we have to assign our numbers to the both thing, right? Click on assignment, position, account group is LXD, and here we will assign the L1, right? And here we will assign to L2. Done. Then click on save. Fine. Yes, sir. So we have created account group now, right? This is the supplier account group. Then we have to create the like a business partner account group. Then we will do the custom like customer vendor integration in the next class, right? So next class we will create the BP properly. Practice this much. If there will be any issue, you can tell me.